Frederik, you started out as a commercial agency to the travel retail business in 2014, specializing in fashion and accessories.
Yeah.
What were the key drivers that determined that these were the categories you wanted to focus on?
First of all, Peter, welcome in Brussels. Happy to have you here. I think when we were working at iSwatch, Arnaud and myself, we saw that it was very difficult for a mono brand to have a good and decent distribution into travel retail. This is why we saw directly, we need to have a portfolio of brands, and on top of that, we saw that there were many big investments from the big retailers in the non-core categories. And these, of course, were all kind of indicators that showed us, now it's the time to go at 200%.
So I guess what gave you a lift as a business from the beginning is that you could create a more balanced portfolio of product.
Indeed, today, like the iconic stores like Harrods in London, MoMA New York, Isetan in Japan, in Tokyo, we see a lot of upcoming young brands. And our question was always, why we don't see them? We don't see them after 2-3 years into global airports, into the airport retail environment. And this is, I think, was always our main mission and strategy, is to bring these upcoming brands into global airports.
Arnaud, how many brands do Blue Storks now represent?
Blue Storks represents today 9 brands, but we can split them in 2 main categories. The first one are travel convenient products transformed in a fashionable retail concept. We are talking about the down jackets of Jot, the reading glasses and sunglasses of Easy Peasy, the socks of Happy Socks, the smart wallets from Ogone, the writing instruments from Hugo Boss, and the number 6 is the silicone waterproof watches from iSwatch. Then the second category are strong brands coming more from we call them the Instagram generation brands. Brands who are investing millions of euros in social media, mainly Facebook and Instagram. Those brands we are talking about: Clues, the watches and jewelry from Clues, the watches from and sunglasses of Komono, and the bracelets and watches from Paul Dewitt.
When you look at products that you want to represent, what do you identify as the key elements that will make them successful in travel retail?
Okay, for the first group, it has to be travel convenient products. So products you need when you are traveling. They have to be also eye-catchy, colorful, with a nice packaging, in order to be able to sell a lot in the travel retail. Best example is Happy Socks. Also, they have displays that looks like Christmas trees, so very attractive. And then for the other brands, we just look for the brands more from the social media. We just follow the social media, and we see the brands who have 1-2 millions of likes, and this is a good indicator that this brand can be strong in travel retail.
Well, after 3 years, your turnover is now approaching 28 million euros in retail value for 2017. You've clearly created a niche in the market. What do you think accounts for your success?
Maybe there are 2 parts. I think the first part is, of course, the retail point of view. We are in a situation today of consolidation, economics of scale, a lot of merger and acquisitions. And then, it's difficult also for the retailers to, how to, in fact, boost the growth. And then, of course, we have also, the company perspective. We are really trying to hire the best, the biggest talents, and really try to make a team of, like a rock band, the most talented people we are trying to hire at Blue Storks.
Well, you've clearly read the market well. When it comes to talking to retailers, what do you think then is the key difference that you bring to a table? And give us some examples.
I think, maybe there are 2 main key differences. First of all, it's innovation, and secondly, it's cash profit. How we can boost the sales per square meter and cash profit per square meter. And then secondly, we're coming with tailor-made concepts for the retailer to come really with a concept to increase the penetration rate, again also the cash profit, and come with the most hottest upcoming brands of the department stores today, like Harrods and Colette, for example, as already mentioned.
What other examples have you got in airports?
Like, for example, today we have a very strong partnership with, for example, Lagardère and in Changi, with Qatar Duty Free, with Dufry, of course, yeah, one of the biggest players, in Nice, Basel, and yeah, we can go further.
So if I draw the strands of what you're saying together, what you're basically saying is that you're innovative, yes, you identify brands from the high street, or new brands that can come to market and create a new market for the airport environment.
Indeed, that's true. Because also today we see, okay, it's very difficult to find a new Ray-Ban or Swarovski for the retailer, you know. It's all about, okay, investing in the brands on the right moment, also developing the right strategy. And that's the only way how we can survive on the long term for the retailer, but also for the brand partner.
We all know that tailor-making products in different ways to meet the demands of consumers who are increasingly discerning in terms of their needs and wants, as well as retailers, is a constant challenge. How proactive are you in convincing your clients to adapt to retailers' needs?
This is, I think, the biggest challenge that we have. To find the brands, as we said, you go on Instagram and you see which brands are popular right now. So this is like easy. Something also easy is to sell our brands to travel retail operators, because we are known in the industry for bringing brands who are performing really well. The most complicated is to convince those young booming brands to invest time and money in travel retail and to change the 4 P's of marketing. They need different product, they need different packaging, they need special displays, self-service units. And this is extremely difficult. When you have a brand in 3 years going from 0 to 100 million euro turnover, they have to make priorities. And the priority are the most profitable channels like online sales. And online is very profitable. They have the whole margin. It is much more profitable than in-flight. So we have to be very proactive, and we have to take a lot of time to convince them to make a self-service unit.
So I mean, it's actually really all about a change of their culture, their mindset, and the levels of investment that are required. I mean, a lot of people run away from airport investment because the entry costs are so high.
Yeah, the entry cost is so high, they have to spend time. And since they are growing very fast, they don't want to dedicate resources, which is already limited, to finance the growth into a new complicated channel. And then there is another complication, is that those young brands, they sign distribution agreements with local domestic distributors. And when you have a client like Heinemann in so many countries, in some countries you are blocked because there is a local distributor could claim his right to sell in the territory, yes, and also in the airport. So they have to change also the distribution contracts with all the current distributors, and this is not an easy task and very touchy, especially when you are when everybody needs to put a lot of money on the table to develop the brand on a global level.
You've stayed true to your business principle of only working with a limited number of brands in order to focus on their business across the various channels in which you operate. What do you think makes partnering with Blue Storks work for brand suppliers? Blue
Storks is a platform, and we are helping brands to get into this market for a lower investment than if they had to build in-house a travel retail team. There is also less risk because we have also more experience in travel retail, and we are faster. Time is a very important point, especially for brands going from 0 to 100 million euro in 2 years. So time is a lot of money for them, and travel retail is a slow-moving market. So we are there. I mean, this is I think the most important for them is we need to be quick. Then
you have the resource here, though, to deal with all the key elements. I mean, you have a PR specialist, you have a design specialist,
Yep.
you have a logistics specialist.
Yeah, for logistic and specialize in international logistic, which is not easy to send goods to Saudi Arabia. It's not something you can do from a day to another. So we have this platform to help those brands to get into the travel retail. Also, we are participating to the TFWA in Singapore, in Cannes. If you want to participate to Cannes, you have to wait 3 years. And we have already the stand, so directly from the first year, from year one, they can be presented to the industry. With all the brands together, we have also more weight to negotiate the best spots in an airport environment, or the best visuals in an in-flight catalog. The industry is very demanding, and the brands are also very demanding. So we don't have any other choice than bringing brands that can have a triple-digit growth per year.
Frederik, triple-digit growth is a very ambitious target in anybody's language. As your business grows, don't you want to grow your brand base with it? At the moment, you are constraining yourselves to a limited selection of brands, under 10.
That's an interesting question. It's all about, we believe, focus and strategy. Our main brand partners, they are growing each year, often up to 100, 200 million euros turnover. And we really believe a lot in our brand partners. And we also believe, okay, it doesn't make sense to have 20, 30 brands. It's all about, okay, investing your time in the right categories. For example, in watches and jewelry, we have 4 up to 5 brands because it's quite a big category. But of course, for socks or down jackets, why we need to have one more sock brand if we have already Happy Socks? Today, maybe, the most fashionable sock brand.
So it's needless duplication in your view, but also focusing on brand focus. So you actually stay true to what you consider to be hero brands.
Indeed, because at the end of the day, we know fashion and accessories will always stay a small category compared to perfume, cosmetics, tobacco. And it's all about focus. Again, if you have only 10, 15 square meters in a shop, why having 50 brands if you can only put 2 or 3 brands? You will only have cannibalization, and it's not the right answer, neither for the retailer, neither for the brand partner.
Well, that's only talking the retailer's language.
At the end of the day, we need to speak both languages. We need to speak the language of the retailer and of the brand partner, and that's not always the same language, We're trying to be a good translator.
One final question, Frederik. If there were 3 words that you thought could best identify your business, the DNA of your business, what would they be?
I think first of all, it should be fun. It should be fun working with us, and also it should be fun for us working with them, And then future, because we are a very young commercial agency, we believe we come with the trinity maybe to survive in the travel retail in the future. And thirdly, cash, of course, as we are also a commercial agency, we need to maximize profitability for the retailer, also the airport authority, of course, and of course, the brand partner.
Frederik, thank you and Arnaud for your time.
Thanks to you, Peter. Thanks for coming over.